What's up, folks? Jacob Rob AJ here. So today I'm going to be doing an album review. This album is entitled Do You Want to Start a War? And this is by Fozzy. With this album, it had just came out. Did not know that Fozzy was releasing an album. Watching WWE and saw that a new album was going to come out by him, so I ended up getting this album. This was the Deluxe edition. This did come with a limited edition bandana. This was a Best Buy exclusive. I'm going to jump in and share my thoughts on each one of the tracks. Track number one is the title track. It's entitled Do You Want to Start a War? I thought this was a great track to start out with. I thought it had a great intro. You'll see heavy guitar, heavy bass. I felt like the title track lived up to the hype of the album. Felt like the chorus really stood out within the track. From the 2-minute and 4-second mark to the 2-minute and 23-second mark, I love Chris Jericho's vocals and also his lyrics as well. Overall, I thought it was one of the best tracks on this album. Track number 2 is entitled Bad Tazttoo. It reminded me a lot of a Sevendust track when I was listening to it. Couldn't put my finger on which track it reminded me of, but it definitely had a Sevendust feel to it. Track number 3 is entitled Lights Go Out. Hands down one of the best tracks on this album. Thought the chorus stood out within the track. I thought it would make a good track for them to play live because of the beginning. It kind of sounds like hand claps in the beginning with the beat, but if they do play it live, I can see the crowd, just kind of clapping during the intro of this part. You'll see strong bass and also strong guitar at the 8-second mark of the track. The 39-second mark to the 52-second mark of the track, I was just kind of singing this part like over and over again and could not get it out my head. Blood red pumps up against your body, and just the way it kind of flowed together, I thought it was real catchy with the way he did his vocals during that part. Track number 4 is entitled Die With You. This starts out more melodic. I felt like the chorus really stood out within the track. Kind of like he's reaching out with his hand and kind of pulling the listener in with his voice. And he crafted that real well, and I like the way he did his vocals after the chorus. Track number 5 is entitled Tonite. I didn't think I was going to like the track at first when I listened to it. It didn't start catching my ear until the middle part of the song, and then by the end of the song I was actually singing along in it. Track number 6 is entitled Brides of Fire. Heavier track, but overall I just couldn't buy it from the track. Track number 7 is entitled One Crazed Anarchist. I felt like with this track it was heavier, but just like track number 6, I could not vibe out to it. Track number 8 is entitled Unstoppable. This features Christy Cook. I felt like her vocals really stood out within the track, and overall like the chorus that was done on the track as well. Track number 9 is entitled Scarecrow. See light vocals from Chris Jericho, and then you'll hear like a heavy bass, and then it'll switch back to his vocals, which is soft. Not like the chorus that was done within the track, but when it was switching back and forth between his vocals and also the heavy bass, I felt like that was the part that I could vibe from. Track number 10 is entitled No Good Way. How he holds his note when he's saying gasoline and best of me. I felt like the chorus stood out within the track, and it definitely reminded me of a Sevendust track as well. Track number 11 was entitled SOS. I like the way the chorus was done within this track, the intro, and also like the 39-second mark of this track. I felt like this was another track that really showcases Chris Jericho's style. Track number 12 was entitled Witchery. Definitely thought it was a good track to end the album, but it wasn't my favorite track from this album. But overall there were 12 tracks on this album. The album I did buy from them was Chasing the Grail. I thought that album was good. but still my overall favorite album by Fozzy would be All That Remains. And I don't think anything is going to touch that album like the first half of this album, but once it got into the second half of the album, it kind of started fading away for me. If you did get this album, feel free to share your thoughts. What was your favorite track? What was your least favorite track? If you are a Fozzy fan, have you seen them live? What is their live show like? Jericho, he is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Seem to be getting better and better as a band, and seem to be getting heavier and heavier as a band. Would you rank this album among your other Fozzy albums that you have? And until next time, this has been Jacob Rob AJ, and I'll see ya.